Hey, it's Mike, and look at the morning market update. It looks like the markets continue to be mixed, continuing the trend from yesterday. You see the S&P 500 pretty much flat, a little bit lower, but you could pretty much call it flat at this point. You go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ right now, and you can see that it is down a little over 0.5%. It was also pretty much flat yesterday, so some selling here, not too surprising. You look at over the Russell 2000, not looking great yesterday, was down almost 3%. So you're getting some recovery today, even though it would be nicer to see a stronger recovery. So this is a little concerning here. Hopefully, we could see some more buying coming into the small caps. I still think we could get a strong April, maybe just because this is going to be the second to last trading day. There's still some weakness, but typically the markets are really strong in April. So I'm going to hold out some hope here. I may do a little dip buying on some of the small caps here just as a short-term play during the month of April. Um, the thing about the small caps is that you have these sort of very dramatic downturns and upturns, like just a lots of volatility. So yeah, it's gone down almost 3%, but it could go up 3% in one day as well. So that's just one thing you have to keep in mind. And there are some quality small cap stocks out there. And if you look, the performance of the small cap still overall strong if you go back over the past 6 months. I mean, you go over the past month, it has been pretty scary, but over the long term, small caps have been leading the market. So we could see that trend continue, a lead in the market going into April. But that's just something to keep in mind right now. Go ahead, take a look at gold. Gold continues to move down. Um, I do think long-term gold is going to do really well over the next decade, but right now it's selling a little bit. You go over the past 6 months, it has been drifting downward, and then over the past year, almost flat right now. But I do think at a certain point, with all the money printing that's going on, there's going to be a rise in gold. I know the one thing that's hurting gold is actually Bitcoin. We could take a look at what Bitcoin's doing right now. Bitcoin moved up over 58,000 yesterday, then pulled back down last night. Now it's back up again above 58,000. I do think that Bitcoin is going to make a run at that $61,000 all-time high that it had probably, what was it, like a couple weeks ago. And when it does that, I do think from 61,000, it'll make a move up to 67,000. I definitely think this year Bitcoin's going up to $100,000. Some are calling, I think there was some banks are calling for Bitcoin to hit up to 288,000, 400,000. I actually do think that Bitcoin will pass my $100,000 target, maybe go up to 150 or 200, but I think at the end, it'll settle down at the $100,000 target. Just because if you look over the past year, I mean, a year ago, this was Bitcoin was at 6,000, and even at the beginning of the year, it was at 23,000. So I think 100,000 will be a fair price target for the rest of the year, for the end of the year. And finally, let's go ahead and take a look at oil, because oil is definitely something you should be looking at. It's down right now in the pre-market. Well, it's actually down just almost 1% over the past month. Oil has been doing pretty well. You zoom over the past 6 months since um, November 1st, it's done really well, moving up from making pretty much like a 60-70% move. We're still in the strong season for oil. Oil should continue to do well over the next couple of months up until the end of May historically. That's a strong time for oil. Then also, you may want to check out energy stocks. Um, Energy was down yesterday. It's a little lower today, but energy is another one over the past 6 months has done really well, pretty much since early November, doubling in price. So that's really good. And in energy, my favorite place, EOG Resources. Um, they've done really well. I mean, this is the past 6 months, also more than doubling in price. So go ahead and take a look at energy and oil. Keep your eye on Bitcoin because it may make a pretty dramatic move up to 61,000. And one last thing is that the small caps were really hurt yesterday, but there may just be a short-term play in that because, like I said, when it bounces back, it's going to bounce back pretty dramatically. You shouldn't be surprised by 3% up move in one day in the small cap. So that's my video update for this morning. I will have more updates posted on my Discord and also just posted on YouTube throughout the day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. I do multiple daily updates on stocks, stock trading strategies, and market updates. Thanks a lot.